Hello and welcome to this video guide on invoicing with ReportAway for FreshBooks. In this video guide, we'll be continuing the prior one where we imported time and expenses from the calendar. However, in this video guide, we're going to be adding those as line items to a new invoice and sending that to the client. We'll also be looking at some of the various filter options available to look at invoices in different states. So let's get started. First, we launch ReportAway for FreshBooks. Next, we go to the main menu, Create an Invoice function. Here, we select the client from the pull-down list. Next, we go to the invoice number field and we make sure that's 0. 0 tells FreshBooks to assign the next available invoice number to this invoice. We set the PO number and we put in any applicable discount. Now we're going to add a line item. To do this, we press the menu key and select Add Time Line Item. What we get is a pop-up with a menu from which we can select all unbilled time. So in this case, we're going to take the time for when we were preparing proposal for the customer, and we're going to select Add. Once we do that, ReportAway opens an invoice line editor. So in here, we can go and change any of the details associated with this line item. We're going to leave the name and description the same because they get pre-populated with all the details from the time entry. The price of $200 an hour is set from the project rate, which in this case had been set at hourly project rate of $200 an hour. There were 2 hours. We're now going to set a tax. We have a tax in this case of goods and services of 8%, and we can see the ReportAway rolls up a line item total of $432. We save the line item. Now we're back at the invoice editor, and we're going to add the expense associated with the client lunch for this activity. To do that, we press the menu key and select Add Expense Line Item. Next, we get a pop-up with all unbilled expenses. We can select, in this case, the only one, which is the client lunch with Otterville Wireless, and we add it. Again, in this case, we go to the invoice line editor, and we can see that the expense has been populated as $130 with a quantity of 1. If we wish to add taxes to the line item, we would do that here, and we save. Now we're going to move down, and at the bottom of this invoice we have terms and notes. We're going to add a term of net 30 days, and we're going to add a note. Okay, we've entered all the data for this invoice. You'll note that the invoice editor has rolled up a subtotal for the 2 line items, applied a discount, applied any applicable taxes associated with the line items, and a final total of $505.80. When we save it, ReportAway sends the invoice to FreshBooks. Now we're going to go back and we're going to browse these invoices. And here we can see the invoice that we created, number 1686. We're just notice that that invoice is in a draft state. If we wished to send this to the client, we would simply press the menu key and select Send by Email. And you'll notice that the status of the invoice gets transitioned to a sent state up here at the top. So just a few other things before we exit this invoicing video guide. When you're looking at invoices, you can filter the invoices based on a number of criteria. For example, if we only wanted to see draft invoices, we could say Get Draft Invoices, and the filter gets applied. Okay, so this video guide has been an introduction to invoicing with ReportAway for FreshBooks. We hope this video guide introduced you to the basic operations for invoicing. Thanks for watching.